All right, so this is going to be the first 8 measures of part 3, which is really the transition between part 2 getting into part 3. First thing I'm going to show you is how to fold up this swing flag so that during the first part, when you're not actually using the silk, that it'll stay with the way it needs to be. So what you're going to want to do is lay it flat on the ground and spread out as much of the silk as you can. Then the silk, when it's spread out, is wider than the pole that it's on. So you're going to need to take one of the ends and fold it in so that you've got the width of the pole, and then do the same thing on the other so that when you take the end and fold it in, you're going to be able to fold it up like this and set it out. When you set out your flag, it needs to set out like this so that when you go to grab it, you can grab both hands and you're holding the silk and it's not hanging out all over the place. So when you get your equipment set before you go onto the field to set everything up, fold it up like this, carry it like this. I don't know if you need to, I've done before where you do like a ponytail holder or a rubber band on the end to help keep it like that during warm-up and everything so that you're not having to fool around with it, and then just slide the ponytail holders off to the ends when you get ready to set your stuff out before the show starts. So when you set it out with the handle part on your right side. Okay, I don't have a 6-foot flag with me today, so for my 6-foot flag I'm using a broom. You ended the part 1 and 2. The first part, you ended here, and so you're going to hold here, and then when part 3 starts, you're going to, this is your transition at 16 counts up to the front of the field to change equipment. And you actually need to try to be there to the front sideline by about count 12, if you can be, to give yourself a little bit more time for that equipment change. So count 1, you're going to step with your right foot. Count 2, your left knee is going to come up to a crossed passe, so your hip is towards the audience, and the flag is just going to swing down a little bit. So this is the silk end. So you get 1, 2, step 3, step 4, and you're moving towards the sideline this entire time. It can be as big of a step size as you need. Do a left turn on 5, 6, 7, 8, and just hold the flag flat. 5, 6, 7, 8. Then step 9 is with your left foot. 10, you're going to do another passe hop crossed with your right hip this time, and the flag pushes out to the right side a little bit. 9, 10, 11, 12, bring the flag across, and then you're going to take your left hand and use it to strip the silk. On 13, 14, 15, 16 is when you're down to the ground to make your equipment change. So then you're going to grab your swing flag with both hands holding the silk and the handles on the right side. Take about 4 counts to do that when you're bringing the 6-foot flag down. 13, 14, 15, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, standing up. So it's going to be a really quick equipment change. Then moving out to the field is the next 16. And a couple of you that, you're making a pyramid, and the person in the back has a long ways to go. So if you can't end up doing some of this transition, just get to your spot. But everybody else should be able to. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is getting the equipment and starting to stand up and turn over your left shoulder, so you're all turning the same way. And do the step crossed passe hop again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step 9 on your right foot, turning to face the audience again. 10, do a little hop, extend your left leg forward and push the flag forward. So that was 9, 10, 11, 12. Stepping back, continuing to go to your spot. 13, 14, 15, 16. Turn over your left shoulder, bring the flag up and then down to the ground as you're doing that. If you're already in spot, you can just turn in spot, and if you're needing to travel, you can still move during the turn. And so that's going to be 13, 14, 15, 16, down to the ground, putting the flag down, and you're still crouched down at count 16 before you go into the dance part.